Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the seated Smith machine overhead tricep extension. This is an incredible exercise for your triceps and I highly recommend that you give it a try. Remember, start off light and then slowly build up. First thing you want to do is set up your bar, I would say in a seated position when your arms are fully extended. Set it up to that height, and then once you're in that position, re-rack it or unrack it, and then start bringing the weight down. So you want to keep your hands, just a few inches apart. You don't want it too wide because then your elbows are going to follow. So you don't want your elbows out too wide, so your hands can't be out too wide. Your hands are usually have to be a little bit closer than your elbows are. And that's just going to give you the most comfort in reference to your shoulder joint itself and keeping your elbows nice and tucked. Once you're in that position, I recommend personally that with this exercise that you keep your chin tucked, but don't put too much pressure on your neck. Just tuck it a little bit. Reason is because you don't want that bar to just crack in the top of the head accidentally when you're if you just keep your head back just a little bit. So just keep your chin tucked, relaxed. But being in this position really helps you isolate those triceps. So what I recommend is that you choose a weight that you can do comfortably for 20 repetitions and then slowly start increasing the weight over time. So, start off with fives on each side as an example, and then, go up by fives every other week or something like that. Depending on where your strength level is currently, then obviously you would change it. Once you're in this position, just make sure, like I said, keep your elbows nice and tucked, hands close together, and go all the way up and all the way down. You don't want to be doing half reps with this or any exercise for that matter, unless it's like a pulse and you're doing it intentionally. But I would almost always recommend that you just do full range of motion and keep the weight moving. Don't pause at the top, don't pause at the bottom. Once you pause, you start taking tension off of the muscle, especially if you pause at the top or the bottom. I mean, the bottom you're going to keep tension, but most people pause at the easiest part of the rep, which is the top in most exercises. So also what I would highly recommend is that you keep the tempo smooth. You don't want to be using aggressive motion when it comes to doing this exercise and most exercises, because then that starts increasing the chances of injury. Just keep those elbows nice and tucked, sit up nice and tall, keep your core tight, and make sure that you're in control of the weight. Once you start losing control of the weight, that's when it starts becoming a problem. Another thing is to make sure that you're keeping a pronated grip on here. So just make sure that you're not using a supinated grip. I wouldn't recommend it. So notice how my elbows flare out. You don't want that. You want to make sure that your elbows stay nice and tucked. Again, if it's way too wide, your elbows are going to follow, and that's going to cause a lot of pain. So this isn't like a shoulder press. We want to keep our elbows nice and tucked. Also, like I said before, you don't want to keep your head back because then the bar is going to hit you in the head.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe, and turn on bell notifications. And if you want to take it a step further and work with us or support the channel further, there are a few ways you could do that down below. Again, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and God bless you.